September 2011, Reynosa, Mexico. Hi, I'm Norman Oetker, a Hmong Protestant Christian missionary. I'm the director of L.A.M, which stands for The Light Amidst the Hmong. The light is Jesus and his gospel message of salvation. L.A.M is a Protestant Christian outreach, incorporated in 1978 in Missouri within the United States. The outreach is to include the United States. However, the Lord's mission call to my life was and continues from 1976. The calling was and continues to the Himalayan mountainous areas northwest of HongSon, Thailand, along the Myanmar-Burma border, and more particularly to the Hmong Jua Hill tribesmen. Our family mission group has had 5 mission tours to Thailand, and with establishing a mission training post within the Hmong village. In addition, the calling includes all of Thailand or to the world as the Lord directs. Currently, I'm serving in Reynosa, Mexico, with Bible and English classes to the area churches. At the same time, I've been involved for the past year in the now famous Mexican penitentiary located also in Reynosa. It was this prison where 93 cartel inmates escaped in one night, and another time of 17. I'm the only Caucasian, white, foreign missionary authorized by the state of Tamaulipas that goes into and does Christian outreach to the former or continuing cartel and Zeta gang members, and to all others, both to the men and women. Likewise, the door open to have similar classes with the security forces and with the office personnel. Furthermore, I think it's proper to state that L.A.M is a family mission group with only a handful of other missionaries working with us through the years. After a 28-year Christian marriage, I'm now divorced since 2005. The divorce was neither my desire nor intent. My former spouse has since remarried. L.A.M today, September 2011, I alone continue with the Christian outreach to the Hmong, and to the world by the strength and help of the Lord. For His grace encourages and leads the way into all of God's directions for one's life unto Him, who is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The following Protestant Christian Bible passages are all of the commands of Jesus, the Apostle, and the Evangelist within the Protestant Christian Bible New Testament. In total, these 40 pages of the commands of Jesus are now available on my YouTube site, listed as the commands of Jesus. For the past 2 or 3 months, I've been able to upload all of these commands to my YouTube site. There are 40 pages listed, starting with page 1, the commands of Jesus, with a link to page 2, and so forth and so on, to finally show all of the command pages. What is an absolute miracle is Google's prowess and superior international skill, which once again demonstrates its worldwide exceptional leadership by making available all of my videos at my YouTube site in 60 or so different languages by simply using CC closed caption feature. Now, September 2011, billions of people can read and understand the commands of Jesus, the Apostle, and the Evangelist in their languages. This command list was located on the internet by a Google search of New Testament commands. There are a total of 684 passages. So this is a listening and a tool for the Christian, the born-again believers of this generation, in order to help them to carry out the second half of the Great Commission given by Jesus Christ. And that Great Commission was when Jesus said to go and teach them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. This is a complete listing of all the commands that apply to us today. Often the Christian, the born-again believers of this generation, wonder what are the commands that Jesus, the apostle, and the evangelists commanded us to teach. As you look over this list, you will see that God instructs us and instructs us well and in great detail of what it means to be a practicing Christian, the born-again believers of this generation of 2011. As a follower of Jesus, we can see and read of how we should act and of what we should do and what we should not do in various circumstances. If one doesn't go forth in one's life to boldly share at work or school or in a social media sites the instructions of Christ, then those who are ashamed will face God's judgment. For the Bible is very clear on this point. If you are ashamed and embarrassed in that you won't share the truth of Christ, then Christ will be ashamed of you. Matthew, the New Testament, chapter 3, verse 2 begins by saying, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." Now, today, September 2011. This is Missionary Evangelist Norman Oetker, Reynosa, Mexico.